Good day, fellas. I hope you are ready for your extra daily dose of skill. Today we are going to talk about the loot boxes. Hot topic, right, fellas? So it's not the first time whenever we are getting loot boxes. It shouldn't be surprise by any shape or any form. And I just want to give my couple of cents about all of this, right? If you are curious about the price of the loot boxes, the price of the loot boxes currently is 40 euros for 50 boxes or 230 euros for 300 boxes, right? That's fine, right? It's not that much about the price as it is about how the things are looking like and what is at least my opinion about all of this. So first things first, locking content behind the loot boxes is disgusting from Wargaming side. T60 and Nemesis, you cannot buy it, right? So if it happened to be that you are from wait a second, where loot boxes is banned? Let me think. Belgium, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yes. So if you are from Belgium, you cannot access the content, right? Which is kind of sad. And overall, I don't really, honestly speaking, I don't really mind the loot boxes in the game as long as you can buy everything separately, you know? T60, Nemesis, and whatever else. You know what is important? You can buy it separately. This is the one point. Skill from the future, fellas. Speaking about the 10 tanks that you can get, by the way, you can get those commanders once each, keep this in mind. And speaking about the tanks, you are getting guaranteed tank after 50 boxes, and overall, are the tanks okay? First impressions are on T60. It is okay tank in my opinion. Nemesis, I haven't played with it yet, but I guess it is going to be a stinker. Grey Dog is okay. Xor is extremely hard tank to play with, but overall, if you can master it, it's okay. 5060p is meh. IMBT for me is meh, but some people love it. Lance and C is okay. Beaufort Stormwagen, some people love it, some people hate it. Kari is okay, and Kampfpanzer or German CDC is okay. If you want more information about the tanks, just simply go to the index page and you can find more information. So let's say you want to see a video with whatever, the Alembic, right? Imagine Alembic is in the boxes. You can see absolutely everything to the right side. Corner, easy peasy lemon squeezy, equipment setup, field modifications, obviously mark of excellence values and other things, and the crews and where the crew is compatible and so on. It is absolutely madness, right? When we have this out of the way, back into the video we go. The other point before we will open the boxes is boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, Wargaming started selling experimental equipment. So that basically means if you need the tier 3 experimental equipment, that will cost you around 150 boxes if I'm not mistaken, right? Because from 100 boxes, you are getting 15 pieces on average, and you need 25. So it will be like 170 loot boxes in order to get the tier 3 equipment, right? Which is kind of sad thing, and experimental equipment is very, very powerful. It makes many, many tanks better. Once again, another problem from my side, right? Anyways, I gave my 5 cents. You have your head on the shoulders. You know why Wargaming is doing this. And let's start opening them and let's see how the things are looking like. The most important thing, I hope that we can get ourselves one by one. Oh no. Fellas, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, and this is how the average box is looking like. Looks like we need to open them one by one. Unfortunately, we do not have any other chance. By the way, we get the Commander. Commander is actually a very, very nice thing in my opinion. Commander is very, very good. We are going to use it on whatever new tank. Premium Daying for 80 cents is kind of a bad deal, if you know what I mean. I'm curious how experimental equipment pieces will look like and how many we will get from the 300, right? Oh, you are getting 50 components. So that basically means it's even worse than I expected. How much money do you need to spend? Wow, okay, it's even worse. Okay, unless there is a different amounts of the components you can get. I mean, I must admit, I am not really excited to see all of this, you know, to see the 50,000 credits. And to the certain extent, I think Wargaming kind of killed the Christmas vibe where the loot boxes goes. Although, good thing is that there is a bad luck prevention, and even when you have all tanks, you will keep getting the bad luck prevention. So this is something nice, and this is something to look after. Another 50 components. I'm curious, is there a bundle wherever you are seeing more than 50? Oh, okay, there is a bundle, look. You see, so it depends on the luck. Are you getting 50 or are you getting 100? Okay, I see. I see how it goes. Another 50 components. So far, I am very, very lucky. So far, I am super lucky where the components goes. Good. I want more of this. Thank you. All in all, fellas, credit boosters are to look for. You know, I think credit boosters is good. Oh, look at this. Another commander. That is okay. All of this is good because we can use them for a new lane whenever it will come to the game. Also components. Do I think the loot box value is bad for your buck? I mean, if you have something to grind, if you need 5x experience, if you have enough money to splash on the game, it's not that bad. But once again, keep this in mind by opening the loot boxes, right? Or by purchasing loot boxes, you are kind of supporting this a bit of the laziness, to say that the least. One more thing what I really want to highlight, that Wargaming gave me 300 boxes because I am community representative, right? That means I did not need to pay a single penny for it. Keep this in mind, fellas. I did not pay the single penny for the loot boxes. Everything is given from Wargaming side. Keep this in mind. I do not know. For me, at first, you know, whenever we had the loot boxes going on and whatnot, it was exciting. It was something unique. It was something, you know, sparkly. Now, whenever they are, whenever we have a loot boxes once in a month, or let's say, I don't know, 5, 6, 7 times a year, it's just losing the... I'm losing the interest, let's say like that. But once again, every and each person is looking into all of this differently. Those credit reserves, by the way, they're going to stack up. And this is going to be a nice thing. This is going to be a nice thing. Okay. Soon we are going to get our guaranteed tank. 5 more to go. Five more to go, 3 more to go. I do not know. I mean, those components, I am going to get plenty of use from those components, right? And their styles are going to be okay. Everything is fine. But some extra reserves or something, they are kind of useless for me, if I can say so. Look at this. AAT-60. We have the tank. Who could have expected that, right, fellas? Let's go for more, for 50 more, I think, and you will get the point what to expect from all of this and what you can get, right? Or to go for all 300 and to show you when interesting things are happening. Maybe to do that, fellas. What do you think about this? Okay, now let's get everything guaranteed, and after that we will continue our journey, but we are going to make some cuts, if you know what I mean. It is going to be significantly better this way. At least that's what I want to believe. Okay. I think we are a bit more lucky than I expected where the experimental equipment goes. But once again, maybe it's only me, and maybe I am just simply lucky, right? Or maybe the boxes are rigged and the content creators are getting them more use than anyone else. How about that? Yeah, fellas, sometimes I need to get my tinfoil hat out and to have some fun as well, right? Okay. After 36 boxes, we are going to get guaranteed tank. And this guaranteed tank will give us ability to farm the gold after that, because I have every and each tank which is featured in the boxes as well, right? That is important thing to say. Good. Back-to-back components. We will have so much more experimental equipment in the game now. And it's crazy how much you could have farmed or how much you needed to play in order to farm it, and now it's enough to open the wallet and you can get all of this stuff easily, right? I'm kind of disappointed, but hey, not the first time, not the last time. And I truly think Wargaming needs to work on open 5 at the time or 10 at the time. This is super important, because opening this one by one is taking forever and ever, right? And people would have a choice. Do you want to open 5 by 5 or do you open 1 by 1 or 10 by 10 as well, right? That would be quite a nice thing. Okay, another experimental equipment. Looks like mostly you are getting not experimental equipment, but those components. But this is completely fine, because you are using those to upgrade the current existing experimental equipment, right? So it is okay. I think the value of those two are pretty much the same. No. As you can see, I'm not too excited about this. For me, I have seen it many times before, and just the name of the loot boxes are changing, pretty much. This is how I feel about this, and this is how it looks like for me. Ooh, 3D style for the tank. Nice. Okay, finally we got the 3D style. So wait a second. I needed to open approximately 100 boxes in order to get the 3D style. Just saying, fellas. Just something to think about. 50 components. No guaranteed tank. Give me guaranteed tank. 4, 3, 2, 1. Fellas, if my mind is working properly in the next box, we should get a new tank, fellas. Fingers crossed. Cross your fingers, and Nemesis. Who could expect that, fellas? That was just a lucky guess. So, as you can see, this is what on average you can expect to get from the boxes overall, right? Once again, I'm not too excited about those, to be completely honest with you. Value of the boxes are not bad whatsoever, but this is very lazy way to monetize the game. I get the point that collaborations with the Star Trek or Teenage Ninja Turtles or whatever else cost money. I understand this. I get it. But what I'm saying there is different ways to monetize the game, and now it's just sad from my point of view and from my opinion. What we are going to do now, we are going to skip until I am going to get remaining tanks. I have 200 boxes to open, and I will show the highlights. Okay, let's do that. Okay, I opened 48 more boxes, no premium tank beforehand, unfortunately. So what we are having now, we are going to get one tank compensation, right? What we are getting exactly, 56 TP. Also, speaking about the tanks which you can get, we talked about it already. I will add something up front so you will see the magic, okay? Let's keep it up and let's go another 50 or until we are going to get the tank. Okay, this is kind of an interesting thing. First personal manual. 850,000 experience after 173 boxes opened. That's more interesting part. I can't make this shit up. Back to back. I'm not even joking. Back to back. You can see by the number. Back to back. In 170 boxes, I had none, and now I got those back to back. Okay, third manual. 195 boxes in. The third trading manual. Maybe I was just simply unlucky on those. Now I started getting them. I can't make this up. 2 boxes later, another trading manual. Wow. I mean, once again, 170 boxes. Nada, 9, nicht. Not a single one. Now 4 in 20 boxes or something like that. Kind of crazy. Okay, we are getting closer to guaranteed tank. And guaranteed tank will be in now. Good. Compensation for gold, bad luck prevention works fine. Just one thing to highlight, fellas. From 200 boxes, I did not receive the premium tank yearly once. Another interesting thing, I just got Hikaru Sulu. Not Hikaru, the chess player. I can tell you one thing, fellas. I needed 201 boxes in order to get this guy. So, if you are hunting for Hikaru, this can be a pricey hunt, fellas. Just a highlight. 5th training manual after 121 boxes. Okay, fellas. Couple of boxes to go and we are hitting the bad luck prevention again 5 times in a row. Not a single tank beforehand, and now we are getting the same Gusor which we had before. 50 more boxes to go. If I will see something interesting, I will share with you. Also, there was one interesting thing, but I missed it. Because I am clicking while having my brain off, you know, but what is important things to show, once in a while you can get 500 components. This is the first time I got 500 components, but since I clicked without thinking too much, I just skipped through it. I think it is fair to highlight this and just to say that. Okay, fellas, last 15 boxes to go. Skill, how do you feel like? I feel like I played idle clicker for bloody 15 minutes straight and I was clicking with my brain off. This is how I feel like. I mean, boxes are boxes. Wargaming, lazy bastards. Can't you make a bloody button to open 10 at the time? I mean, you took our money already, okay? At least make it more convenient and more interesting. And if someone likes to click it one by one, then fair enough. This is just disgusting, fellas. I'm telling you, I have my brain off and I am just doing this to do this, you know. I believe you are interested what kind of tanks or what kind of compensations we are going to get and so on. And overall, I mean, the box value isn't bad, right? It isn't, but it's such a lazy way for Wargaming to monetize the game and to make every and each person a bloody tank collector, because you should be afraid of getting rid of the tank you do not like because it may be in the loot boxes. And if it is in the loot boxes, instead of getting gold, you are going to get the tank, right? Oh, how funny was that? Third time or fourth even time. Nah, third time I got Gusor. 1 box before prevented. Wow. So it's actually possible. Wow. Okay. Done. GG. Finito. Affirmative. Yeah, fellas. I'm not a big fan of this kind of monetization. I think it is a low stuff from Wargaming side. I do not really... I mean, honestly, it's just simply mean from Wargaming side. Box value is not that bad. You get 5x experience, plus on top of that, if you are buying 50 for 40 euros, you will get more than buying tanks separately. Just the problem is that you do not know which tank you are going to get. That's about it. That's all I have to say. Happy gambling, fellas. I have no doubts whatsoever that plenty of you are going to buy this and enjoy this. So enjoy the gambling. And see you around. Skill is out for today. Peace.